When I was 17, my family moved 2 states away without telling me. They left a note that said, "You'll figure it out." 12 years later, after I finally made it without them, they reached out trying to reconnect. I woke up to a house that sounded wrong. It was too quiet. No coffee pot hissing, no TV news hum, no sound of my little brother fighting over the cereal box. I was 17. It was a Tuesday. I had a chemistry final at 8 a.m. I walked into the kitchen, rubbing sleep from my eyes, and saw the table was gone. Not just the table, the chairs, the rug, the pictures on the wall. Everything was stripped bare, leaving only the pale ghosts of dust where our life used to be. I ran to my parents' room, empty. I ran to the driveway. Their SUV was gone. That's when I saw the single piece of notebook paper taped to the front door. It wasn't a long letter. "No, we're sorry," or "We'll call you soon." It just said, "We had to start over. You were always the strong one, Maya. You'll figure it out." They didn't just move. They vanished. They took my brother, they took the furniture, and they took the last 2 months of my childhood. I had $11 in my pocket and a backpack full of textbooks. I didn't go to my chemistry final. I sat on the floor of that empty house and screamed until my throat bled. Then I did what the note said. I figured it out. I worked 3 jobs. I slept on a library floor for a month. I lied about my age to get a shift at a diner, washing dishes until my fingernails peeled back. I grew up in the cracks of a world that didn't want me. Every time I wanted to give up, I'd look at that note. I kept it. It was my fuel. It was the only thing they ever truly gave me. 12 years passed. I'm 29 now. I'm a senior architect. I own a home with big windows and a door that stays locked. I have a life built on a foundation of cold, hard independence. Then 3 days ago, my phone buzzed with an unknown number. "Maya, it's Mom." Her voice sounded smaller than I remembered. Brittle. "We're back in the state," she said, as if they'd just gone on a long weekend. "Things have been hard. Your father is sick. And your brother? He's struggling. Maya, he needs a place to stay while he gets on his feet." I didn't say anything. I just listened to her breathe. "We saw your profile on LinkedIn," she continued, her tone shifting to something sickly sweet. "You've done so well for yourself. We knew you'd be okay. We knew you'd figure it out." The audacity of that sentence felt like a physical blow. I looked at my brother, who didn't even remember me. "You're the strong ones, right?" I smiled, but it didn't reach my eyes. "I'm sure you'll figure it out." I rolled the window up. I didn't look in the rearview mirror as I drove away. I drove straight to the park, sat on a bench, and watched the sunset. For the first time in 12 years, I didn't feel like a girl waiting for her parents to come home. I felt like a woman who was already there. "I did," I finally whispered. "I figured it out every single day for 4,380 days. "Oh, thank God," she exhaled. "We're at the motel on 4th. Can you come pick us up? We have nowhere else to go." I felt a strange, icy calm settle over my bones. "I'll be there in 20 minutes," I told her. I drove to the motel. I saw them standing by the curb with 3 ragged suitcases. My mother looked old. My father was hunched over a walker. My brother, now 20, looked lost, his eyes darting around with a hollow stare. I pulled my car up to the curb, but I didn't unlock the doors. I rolled down the window just an inch. My mother rushed forward, reaching for the handle. "Maya, oh thank heaven. Open up, it's freezing." I looked her in the eyes. I didn't see a mother. I saw a stranger who had left a child to starve in an empty house. "I'm not here to pick you up," I said. Her face fell. "What? But you said—" "I said I'd be here," I interrupted. I reached into my bag and pulled out a small, yellowed piece of notebook paper. I pressed it against the glass of the window so she could read her own handwriting. "You'll figure it out." "Maya, please," my father wheezed. "We're family." "No," I said, my voice steady and soft. "Family stays. You're just people I used to know." I pulled a crisp $100 bill out of my wallet, more than the $11 they left me with, and let it flutter out the window onto the wet pavement. "That's for the first night," I said. "For the rest, well..."